Chris Bumstead, 2019. Chris Bumstead, 2023. I am surprised I never did this comparison before. You guys never requested this one. This is Chris Bumstead at his very first ever Mr. Olympia win in 2019. And of course, just last year, his fifth Olympia title from his first to his fifth. What a difference, guys. What a difference, ladies and gentlemen, that you will, in fact, see in this comparison. So without further ado, let us start with the front double bicep pose, and I will tell you right out of the chute. This is probably... No, it is. This is the least noticeable pose, the front double. Because I will admit, his biceps themselves, just the biceps in particular, obviously that right bicep, I apologize, his left bicep, our right, his left bicep is much better, just the bicep itself. Now if you look at the presentation of the entire arm, tricep sweeps, things of that nature, he is much, much better in that aspect. V-taper, the guy was always a freak of nature as far as that's concerned. Unbelievable. But size-wise, yes, he has put on some. And it is picture only, obviously, but you can actually see the thickness of the pecs from the front. You can see some three-dimensional thickness, I would say. Absolutely. Put on some big man chest meat, which we'll see from the side chest. Wheels, from what I can tell, legs, are inches, and I mean inches, larger in 2023. All right, guys, that's the front double. Now here, this comparison makes me laugh. Now this is my idea of comedy. The lat difference here. Unbelievable. Yes, the legs look bigger. You can see a little bit of space in between those quads, or the hamstrings, I guess, touching the adductors, things of that nature. But much more symmetrical, I would suggest, also, nowadays, are the wheels. I don't think they're ever going to be perfectly symmetrical. But you can see his right leg, I believe is his right leg, our left, a little bit smaller, quite a bit smaller back in 2019. Thickness. His midsection was great back then. It's great now. But he has put on some size, thickness in the chest. You can see chest fibers. His delts actually look better, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know if something was going on in those delts back in 2019, but sub-sang. Turn to the side here, and a little bit difficult to size Chris Bumstead, but you have to think, guys, he is holding his far leg straight in 2023's paraboles. So obviously he's going to be a little bit taller. Now, we'll get the easy part out of the way. His arms were bigger, maybe. I don't know. His delts, maybe, were bigger. Something going on with those delts back then. But his arms, close. Now, everything else is so much better now that it is laughable. Like that front lat spread. Look at the thickness of his pecs. Almost flat. As if he was over depleting. And that is, that's what bodybuilding is all about. People underestimate the power of just nailing it. Carving up perfectly, baby please. And obviously he has put on some meat. Now the wheels, the legs, not even the same athlete. Looks like a different division altogether. Looks like an open class bodybuilder, for goodness sakes. In the comparison. And when it comes to making himself look like a physique competitor, look at this back double by, if you will. Now, I can hear you guys now. But Mark's Max Muscle, you have flip-flopped. First of all, no, I didn't. I don't do that. But yes, I made him taller now in 2019 because he didn't lean back. Creates some thickness, yes, but it is more than just that. He has worked on that back, the V-taper. He looks like a small lad. Just a lad in 2019. And a Buckingham Palace in 2023. Legs, obviously, much bigger, even from behind. Obviously, the thickness is going to be there. He is a thick man now. All the way thick man. Wing, 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 wang, wang, wang. Here's the abs and thigh. I was going to say less noticeable in the legs, but take an overview. Pan back and take an overview. Look at that right leg. Look at the right leg. So much smaller in 2019. Individualize the teardrops, things of that nature. Even the calves got more. They have more thickness. Now, I will say his abs were peeled back then. His midsection was tiny. But I will take the added size and the lats, chest. Is that a whiffle of a fig Newton 2019? Might be just like if you're ever whittled. Just a whittle. A little piece of wood. Or if you whittle Twinkies. Can you whittle a Twinkie? I don't think you can. You could freeze it, then cut it, but I don't think so. Foolishness, and I apologize. But anyway, guys, obviously 2019, he won his first title, and he was so much smaller. I would suggest 10, maybe 15, could be 20 pounds bigger now. And that is a weight cap increase. But realistically, guys, I do not think that he was of that weight cap back in 2019. I still think that he had more room to grow. So you can't really blame that. He has built himself up. And what I'm saying is, if he was underweight, then he wouldn't have had to worry about it. He would have got as big as he could have in the off season, things of that nature, and then came in pizzizzled. But he did win the title. In fact, 5 now. Incredible. Hit thumbs up on the video. Figured you guys would like this one. Chris Bumstead, one of the more popular bodybuilders, classic physique division competitor, whatever you want to call him. I call him a bodybuilder that the IFBB has to offer.
Oh, come on! Subscribe to my channel, please, if you have not already. And if you would like to, check out my latest video as well. And there is a playlist if you want to really help me out. You could watch a bunch of videos as well. Have a great one, ladies and gentlemen. Well, come on, Billy!